So let's talk about ageism in IT. And who is best suited to talk about it other than older guy like me? I've been in the industry for years, for decades. Started my career as a mainframe programmer, working on CICS, DB2, COBOL, MVS mainframes. Graduated to Windows programming, and then .NET, and then Java integrations, a bit of ERP, SAP, and everything else you have in between. I'm one of those older IT guys who have recognized ageism and learned to work with it. Now I'm an enterprise architect with an IT division of a multinational. And this is just the reality of IT that we have learned to accept. And I wrote an article about this very topic for Express Computers a while ago. And the topic really blew up on the internet. I got a lot of feedback from people who are either too young or too old or kind of in between, but finding it hard to find their niche or balance. So what really is Goldilocks Paradox? It goes to that old fable of Goldilocks, who goes into the house of three bears and tries to find a bowl of porridge that's just right, not too hot, not too cold. And this is kind of what recruiters would want you to believe. They want a porridge neither too old nor too young. So ageism in IT is real. The other day, I saw a post on Twitter that really blew up. It's from Sebastian Ramirez that talks about Fast API that he created. And there are job posts that are asking for 5 years of experience in Fast API. When in reality, even he couldn't apply for that job. He says that tongue in cheek, because he just created Fast API only about a year and a half ago. And the same goes for older employees. As you get older, you kind of hit that glass ceiling. Now, what does it really mean, right? Ageism at the bottom, of course, like we are seeing this example. And we are seeing it all around us. If you take fields like AI or ChatGPT, people want years of experience. When ChatGPT just came out a year and a half ago, it really blew up only about a year ago after it was publicly rolled out. But people want experienced ChatGPT engineers, prompt engineers with 3, 4, 5 years experience. Where the heck are you going to get that from? And the same goes for older employees, right? Ageism at the top. People with, say, 15, 20 years experience hit that glass ceiling. Social media forums like Quora, Reddit, or LinkedIn have a lot of rant posts about ageism. When is a person too old to be hired as a tech worker? Are people in their 40s or 50s considered too old to hire? By some accounts, people between, say, 27 to 30 are that sweet spot in the Goldilocks kind of zone. But not everybody is going to be in that zone. So it is changing. People are, venting their voice against ageism, both at the bottom and the top. Let me talk about an example and how to take ageism head on. There was a colleague of mine, Stephen Butler. When I knew him, he was 64, hands-on techie. He loved what he did. He worked as a hands-on programmer analyst at the age of 64 with Infosys, working closely with me and my team. He was really passionate about technology, and that's all he liked. He didn't want management. He didn't want to move up the career ladder or everything else. At 64, one day I got a call from his wife. He just dropped dead right at his keyboard. His wife said he went the way he loved working and living, right on his keyboard in front of his system. Now, how do you take ageism head on? Learn from people like Stephen Butler. You need to accept the fact that you are either too old or too young. But work with it. Highlight your strength, and your age is not really weak. And if you love what you do, just like Stephen Butler, your passion will come through. And recruiters, hiring managers will see that, highlight that, and hire you on.